Welcome back to another video. Yeah, that's it. Before we start, let me just clean my car first because we had Toyota came in yesterday and I was panicking because I didn't clean my car. They came to look at the place. I probably had this in here for a few days. Tastes just as good. This wasn't mine. Are you sure? So today we are going to be going through some of the lost footage. This is 30 before 30 lost footage edition. Don't blame it on me, blame it on the drinks. Well, that one's done. Hold on, let me just grab my... So this will be one of the things we talk about today. Anyways, guys, this is the gym. Welcome to Strength HQ weightlifting gym. We are weightlifting predominant. Before we get started with the whole explanation of the lost footage, I just gotta put this little board up first and then that's us. To accomplish great things, we must not only act, but also dream. Not only plan, but also believe. Some nails or screws. Where BG, hit me up. What the?
Yeah, so why would you do pottery footage?
Lost it, I guess. I went to do a pottery class with, I don't know if it was like Auckland Pottery or some shit, I don't remember. Yeah, it was literally like a one hour class, went in. It was pretty cool. Like we got in, instructions was like 10 minutes, 15 minutes, and then we just got straight into it. A bit gutted that we, cause I recorded a lot of it on my GoPro. Obviously that's not here with us anymore. RIP the GoPro.
Did you enjoy it?
Yeah, it was good. It was good fun, good experience. It was one of the first things that I've done that like it made me feel whole. Like this is so out of our norm, you know, just going out to do random things and for it to be like pottery class, which is something none of our Pacifica people even think of doing. Whereas, you know, we know that in the history of Pacifica people, pottery is a big thing. But yeah, we ended up making these. You get to learn to make one, which she tells you all the instructions and stuff, and just make a basic round bowl, I guess. I try to make mine to go out, and then back in again. And if you look at it, it did not work out that way. The inside's pretty all right, but yeah, and then
Something you should take away from the day, from what you learned.
probably don't overcomplicate it. Because when you watch pottery stuff, it's like, yo, that's cool, I want to do that, you know? And I asked the lady about pottery glazing, and she said that one takes ages. But she said that one's a lot harder. And even making this was easy, but not easy at the same time, because you've got to be gentle with it and let your hands mold it without, you know, forcing it into it. Unless you've got experience, because she gave us the chance to make our own. And I try to make a vase, however you call it. And look how this one turned out. Bro, it's mud. I thought it would be cool, like, to go in and then come out, you know, wide. Wow, look at that, uneven, didn't even, yo.
Would you ever do it again?
One of those things where I think it's a perfect, like, date for couples. Like, if you take your partner, or if you take or even like a fun activity for like a team or colleagues, whatever it might be. BFT couples, 8-week challenge. Stop dating at the gym now. Go to the gym and do your workouts, you eloquent. No, it was fun. I'm just gutted that no longer have the footage of us, and it is what it is. I will probably go back to it one day, 100%. And maybe even do the glazing one, which I think she said is like a whole week's class instead of just a one-off. Anyways, that was the pottery. All right. Hold on, G, just let me get rid of our masking tape. We painted this room a while ago, but we're like unsure of what to do with the space. But yeah, who knows? Might have a recovery room up here or put a bed up here for the boys that get kicked out.
So what happened to hunting the footage there and explaining that reason, G?
As you already know, I lost the footage again because they were all in the same memory card. But it was mean, Shana. 8-hour drive. It was supposed to be 4, went all the way down there and got caught in traffic in Hamilton. Yeah, so Tanya and Shane, which is Molly's parents, they hooked it up with the neighbor, Aaron. He has a deer farm and he does a lot of that deer hunting stuff. And so that was the goal for that video, was to do hunting. So the last one was 30 before 30 doing pottery. The second one that I lost was 30 before 30 hunting. So an 8-hour drive down there, which was supposed to be 4. Stayed overnight. Woke up early in the morning. Aaron picked us up at like, I think it was 7. Bro, it was freezing, G. Man comes up in his little ATV with a cigarette, like, oh, good morning. Really nice guy, really nice guy. Well, technically, I did hunting, and because I wanted to do shooting range, I did shooting range on that video as well. Technically, that ticks off too. Yeah, so he took us to shooting, and he said, 200-meter shot, you gotta hit the shot before we go and shoot the deer. And literally, like, first shot, I hit it. He was surprised, and he's like, oh, me. Did another one, second shot, hit it. And then the third one, he gave me a bigger gun. He said it was like 10 of them made in the world, and he has one. But straight up, he goes, nah, yeah, this one's all right. It won't kick. You just shoot it, and it's like normal. Shanna. Aimed the thing with a bang, but it gave me a fright. I was like, oh shit, loud as too. Stop swearing. Hit the third one, gave me a fourth one, and I missed it. I reckon that fourth one I probably shot right through a hole.
You reckon? You're John Wick.
I'm John Wick, dude, that's me. No, it was mean. It was literally like 10 minutes where he was like, oh sweet, you're ready. Went down, snuck up alongside the shed, stood up in one of the gaps that we could look through, and he was like, rest up here, look over, and there should be a deer lying down. Bro, a massive deer. I was like, oh, yeah, mean. He's like, as soon as he stands up, take him. I was like, oh. So he was sitting there for maybe like 2-3 minutes, and then he just seen a smaller one pop up in front of the fence, because the bigger one was behind the fence. And he was like, oh, no. If you look down to the left, take that one. Bro, I just aimed, and I was like, should I shoot? I was like, stuff it, just do it, bang. But we went and picked up the deer. No, just straight hit the rib right through the gut. Picked up the deer, walked it back up, took a few photos and stuff, and you know when I picked up the deer? All I felt was blood and piss. Bro, straight down my back, dude. Yo. We took it back and then got it gutted and stuff and all that. We took some of the back shoulder muscle. I don't know what you call it.
Have you tried it yet?
Nah, it's still at home. So it's been in the fridge for a few months. So he said he's got a mate that can taxidermy the head for me. So I'm getting that done, and it'll probably come in next year. I don't remember what it is, but I think it was an 8 or a 9 pointer. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's like 9 each side. A lot of people, I don't know, because you need to learn to be like calm. And I thought I was all right, like breathing exercises and everything. He was like, just make sure you breathe, and when you stop, hold, and then shoot. And even that, like, I didn't think that was that serious until I was holding the gun and I was breathing and I was like looking through the scope. And every time I took a breath, like it would move up. When I would release it, it'll move down. So every time I was breathing, it was going like this. And it makes a difference because like the slightest movement in the gun is like massive on the eye scope. But it was fun, bro. Like, I guess the whole thing, he made it fun. Aaron made it fun and not so like taxing or serious. It was mean. We had a good day, came back home, had a chill day. On the Sunday, we stayed back, helped Shane build some of his fences, fix it up and all that kind of stuff. So got some farm work in that day before we drove back up, and yeah, drove back up was 4 hours.
So I heard you went fishing.
Yo.
What happened?
What do you mean you heard I went fishing? You were there, Rams.
Yeah, I got mine. I got my footage.
One of the
Was that the
ducks
day it happened?
and Xavier. And that was actually the day we lost the GoPro, which had all the footage of the pottery and the hunting and the fishing. But that day was supposed to be a catch and cook, 30 before 30 catch and cook. We went out to Music Point over in, I think it's at the end of Bucklands, either Bucklands or Eastern. Because I was hoping like we would catch like a few snappers and stuff. I thought it was a good spot. We even went out to Save Barn early that morning to buy some burley, buy some, what do you call the little sack? Burley sack that you put the burley in. Buy some fishing stuff and headed over and did the mini Music Point hike down the stairs. And then, I actually, you know when you fell on the steps? Yeah. That was on the GoPro because I was holding it like this and then I just heard the boom, boom, and I looked out. I was like, oh,
yeah,
well. No, there's no more proof.
Yeah, nothing happened to you.
But it was me. No, we went down. How long were we there for? Like 30 minutes, 40 minutes. We were just setting up and getting ready in our main spot in the far. So it's called Music Point Hole in the Rock. That's what the spot's called. So we sat on the outside trying to get some fish there, but nothing was biting. Then Xavier decided to go over to the other side, back to the front, and just cast because he saw a lot of fish and stuff. And all we heard from the distance was like, choo! And we were like, wow, I bet you he's got a fish. Went over and then, yo, freaking every cast was a catch, bro.
What bait? We were using live bait.
Live bait, G, frick. X had this thing, so he came with one of his nets and he was like scooping through the little crack, and there was heaps of live bait. But we were just catching some, chucked them on. We had like two hooks on each rod, chuck them out, literally reel it in, and there's like 2 fish on it. I think it was kahawais. I mean, that's what. And I think X's one was, his biggest was 51 centimeters, I think. Either 51 or 52 centimeters, something like that. Yeah, but remember those old ladies that was there? And they were like packing, bro, they said they was there for 4 hours and they caught nothing on the main spot on the other side, yeah. And then they packed up, and when they were leaving, I was like, I walked past and they go, no, come fish with us, kind of thing. And they're like, oh, that's okay. Xavier was like, oh, I'll go give these ones. Bro, and he reckons to grab mine. And my fish was big as well, but I don't think it was as big as X's one. Then they ended up coming, and then, you know, they started catching as well. We were catching heaps, like we were catching so much we were throwing it back in. And that little air snapper, eh? Yeah. Was that your one? Yeah. Sad dude, not to chuck it out, it didn't reach the water, so you kick it in the water. Frick. Well, at least he swam away, he was fine. Bro, there's so many fish that we just catch and release, catch and release.
And that experience, what did you learn?
What I learned was to keep my GoPro on me. Nah, that was mean, like, cause I know with fishing it takes up a lot of time, and you gotta have patience to catch what it is you're looking for. And the goal is to maybe one day catch like a kingfish or something big, you know? Yeah, gee, let's do one on a boat. Matt Watson, if you're watching this, Shana, hit me up, bro. Let's go on a fishing trip. It was fun. And even like the hike back, like I kept telling Xavier, hey, it's like, gee, go pack your stuff, let's go. He was like, nah, gee, I'll just catch a few more. Catch it for about, I'll just catch a few more, next minute. Turned around and the water just covered the whole bag. All of his jumper, his gear, everything was wet. And I go, that's what I told you. Walking back and he's like, oh, we can't see where we're going. That's what I said, you frickin' Moipy. No, the walk back was mean. Up and around until we got to the car, packed the stuff, everything. As soon as I got home, I went, shit, Danny G, you got the GoPro? I said, no. Called Xavier, you got the GoPro? No. Looked everywhere, and then, yeah. Did not find it. Doesn't help that it was dead too. But yeah, if anybody found that and sees all these videos that was in it that I lost, please give yourself an uppercut, eh? Clap. That is your 30 before 30 update, lost footage edition. Thank you for coming. Now, fuck off. Don't near cough, fuck off. Don't forget to like, subscribe. Anyways, like and subscribe so we can do more of these. Send me some money, bro. If you want my bank details, I only accept $1,000 and up. All right? And if you're a sugar mama, hit me up. Guess!